We have entered the era of Wyatt. Yep, that is right. We are in the era of Wyatt. Ooh, hello, it is Jab here, and welcome to That Wrestling Show, Part 3, Episode 1, Part 3. And today we're going to be doing a recap and review on Smackdown Live from February 14th, 2017. And welcome to the era of Wyatt. Yep, Bray Wyatt is our new WWE champion as of Elimination Chamber, and he is here to open up the show and tell us it's about damn time, isn't it? Bray Wyatt gives a great opening promo, and kind of leaves us wondering why Bray Wyatt is not face right now, in a way. I think he talks about how it's been a long time coming and stuff. Now I'm gonna say this was not like Raw. SmackDown's been my favorite show, SmackDown Live, but I actually didn't get to watch it this week really. I got to watch Raw, but I didn't get to watch SmackDown. I only kind of watched the highlights, so I can't go over it as in depth as I did with some of the segments on Raw. But I'm just gonna do a little. I'm gonna do this as best I can. So Bray Wyatt opens up the show. He's talking about how we have entered the era of Wyatt. It's how it's about time that this has happened and stuff like that. And then I guess I actually didn't see this part, but I guess out during the segment must have come both John Cena and AJ Styles, and I'm guessing they both wanted their rematches that they so rightfully deserve, especially AJ Styles, because he's been kind of screwed out of a rightful rematch, because every time he's fought for the title, it's been Elimination Chamber he fought for the title, which is totally unfair. And now in this triple threat match that's happening later tonight in the main event on SmackDown between Bray Wyatt, John Cena, and himself. So it's kind of, AJ Styles has been kind of getting screwed over because he deserves his one-on-one rematch, right? So I think this is where the seeds are being planted for an AJ Styles versus Shane McMahon match, which could be great, but I think I think people realize that it could be great and AJ can pull anybody through a great match, but it's just the fact that AJ should be doing so much more because he deserves it, since he had the best year last year and put on the best matches last year, that he deserves so much more at WrestleMania. That's what's been pissing people off. But I don't think this is in order. But next I'm gonna talk about actually one of these segments was I got to see the most, which was the match between Mickie James and Becky Lynch, which was really pretty good of what I saw, and had a great ending. Mickie James pulls some veteran maneuvers and pretends that she has separated her collarbone or whatever she says, and which lets her get the Mick kick or whatever it's called. So for the win, and Mickie James picked up a win after Becky Lynch beat her during Elimination Chamber. So yeah. Then at one point in the show, Dean Ambrose is coming out, getting prepared for a match, and from behind attacks Baron Corbin. I don't know what Dean Ambrose was coming out to do, but out comes Baron Corbin to attack Dean Ambrose. I didn't watch any of the segment, but yeah, out comes Baron Corbin. Dean Ambrose is fighting back, but in the end, Baron Corbin gets the upper hand. I think, if I remember correctly, he does a deep six to Dean Ambrose and throws him into some technical stuff or something like that. I think I did see that in the top 10 moments, so yeah. Then we had a couple backstage moments. I'm just kind of going over like the main points of the show. One of which was Nikki Bella's come to Danny Bryan's office saying how this, Danny Bryan saying how this needs to end, and Nikki's like, yeah, I agree, but she won't stop attacking me and stuff, and then Natalia comes in again and they start fighting, and Danny Bryan's like, this is enough, this is ending now. Next week, you guys are going to face off in a Falls Count Anywhere match to end this rivalry, this petty rivalry of yours. So next week, it has been set up, a Falls Count Anywhere match between Nikki Bella and Natalia. It seems like the feud is going to end then. And then we had another backstage segment. I think this was earlier on in the show, but Dolph Ziggler sends a message to this new era generation of wrestlers that he's not done yet. He is far from done. He's far from over, and basically saying, you guys can try your hardest, but I'm here, and you're not getting past me, is basically what he's saying. So it was a really awesome promo from Dolph Ziggler, and I hope this is setting up a big match for him, hopefully for WrestleMania, so to where maybe somebody might get called up for NXT. I don't know if they're thinking Shinsuke can come to Smackdown, but I think maybe they're thinking of calling someone up for NXT, a big name, which first one that comes to mind obviously is Shinsuke, to face Dolph Ziggler here in the future, possibly at WrestleMania, which would be a great match. And I think, especially with Samoa Joe now going to Raw, I think someone like Shinsuke should come to SmackDown. And I think SmackDown deserves to have another big main event name anyway. So, yeah, that'd be cool. That's just my thoughts on it. Then, during SmackDown, we had American Alpha defend their SmackDown Tag Team Championships against the Ascension, and the American Alpha pulled out strong against the Ascension and beat the Ascension yet again. So yeah, I didn't watch any of that because I didn't care. Then we had Naomi coming in for a little celebration interview about how her feelings and stuff and whatever, and we get to learn that Naomi suffered an injury during an Elimination Chamber, but it's not anything too major, I think, and it looks like Naomi can still compete for WrestleMania. Then Alexa Bliss comes out and is saying that if she's going to give Naomi 1 week, and if she doesn't get a match for the title or something like that, then she's going to beat Naomi. She's going to snatch the title in the middle of this reign and beat Naomi up for it or whatever. So yeah. Then we had the main event triple threat match between Bray Wyatt, John Cena, and AJ Styles. And as Bray Wyatt is coming down to the ring, the Wyatt, the lights go out and stuff. I think the Wyatt stuff happens, and then out of nowhere, Luke Harper shows up and attacks Bray Wyatt and looks really strong again, and he ends his attack with a great super kick to Bray Wyatt, and it's really looking like they're going to push Luke Harper into a triple threat match, for a Wyatt triple threat match for the championship at WrestleMania, to maybe allow, maybe if Randy's going to win, he'll pin Luke Harper then. I'm not sure. Yeah. The match goes on. We get to a moment. I only saw bits and pieces of this match. AJ Styles tries to splash Bray Wyatt for the announce table. It doesn't work, so AJ Styles goes back up to the eruption of the crowd, and he does a leg drop for the table instead. And it was a great moment. Then John Cena gets AJ Styles in an STF, and Bray Wyatt breaks it up with a senton. Then AJ Styles is going for a phenomenal forearm to Bray, I think. Then John hits the ropes and makes AJ get hung up in them, to which AJ falls out of the ring. And then John Cena turns around into a Sister Abigail from Bray Wyatt, and it goes 1, 2, 3. Ding, ding, ding. Bray Wyatt has pinned John Cena clean for the second time in the span of 3 days with a Sister Abigail. And apparently backstage, John insisted, because after WrestleMania he's going to be gone for a while, so he insisted on putting Bray Wyatt over. So, and this is coming from X-Pac, who must have been at the show or something. So apparently this is the truth, not a rumor. Bray Wyatt holds on to his title for another night. The era of Wyatt is just beginning, folks. Stuff like that, Marinella is saying. Then out comes Randy Orton. Randy Orton says, as long as you're champion, Bray, I will not attack you. I will not fight you at WrestleMania, as you are my master, or whatever he says. And Randy goes down, and Bray says, "You've got the keys to you've got the keys to the kingdom, my friend, and my brother," or whatever. And then they celebrate together, and we end the show seeing the Wyatts standing strong. But what is the fate of the WrestleMania match? Actually, if you guys watch Talking Smack, I watched a little bit of Talking Smack, and they said Daniel Bryan made a match for next week. a battle royal to crown a new #1 contender for against Bray Wyatt at WrestleMania, because there is going to be a WWE Championship main event at WrestleMania, and it seems like I'm gonna predict, and it only makes sense the way the story's been going, that Luke Harper is probably gonna win this main event battle royal and become the new #1 contender. To which Randy Orton says, "If Luke Harper's in the match and this is you guys going up against each other, then I'll join the match for a triple threat, and I'll help you out, Bray, against this traitor to the family." So I think that's what's going to happen. It's going to be a triple threat at WrestleMania between Luke Harper, Bray Wyatt, and Randy Orton. But yes, anyway, guys, I think I'm going to end the video here. Tell me your thoughts on this past week's episode of Smackdown Live for February 14th, 2017. Thank you all for watching. This is the end of the first episode of That Wrestling Show. I've uploaded the first 2 parts, but they're private right now. So I'm gonna upload this part. They upload really quick because the screen recording app I'm using, they don't take long to upload the videos. So I'm gonna unprivate. I'm gonna make those videos viewable to you guys now, and hopefully you guys enjoyed these 3 parts of the first episode of That Wrestling Show. And tune in next week at some point where there'll be an episode 2. So anyway, guys, if you enjoyed this video, please would like, subscribe, comment, and even share if you would like to. And oh, by the way, I just want to say I forgot to mention this in the Raw, but Raw had, for the first time possibly ever, Raw had the third hour of Raw was probably the best hour. So yeah. Anyway, guys, I will see you all in the next video, whatever that may be. And peace out. By the way, still that picture. Oh, jerk you. But yeah, anyway, guys, peace out.